If you know anything, please, I'm just begging you to bring him back.
It is a desperate plea from a mother surviving the unimaginable as her 7-month-old son is missing.
He has little wavy hair and light brown hair, so soft, like a feather, with beautiful brown eyes. Beautiful baby, energetic, very playful, very happy.
Rebecca Haro stood next to her husband, surrounded by friends as they showed up to this Big Five parking lot in Yucaipa to hand out flyers, desperate to do something to bring him back.
To the person who took my son, please just give him back to us. We'll forgive you. We won't bother you. We just want our baby boy.
The Haros say they were in Yucaipa for another child's football practice when Rebecca took their youngest of 6 children, Emmanuel, with her to this store to get a mouthpiece for their older son. She says when she got out of their pickup truck, she realized 7-month-old Emmanuel needed a diaper change.
I took him out of the car seat.
Okay, so before we continue and listen to her say what happened, there are a couple things that people noted when they were watching this, you guys. The fact that it really does sound staged to me. I mean, it's like the emotion that she's given and what she's trying to convey. It sounds like it's just like poor acting. It's like a forced kind of, when you're playing around as a kid and you're trying to make your parents think something. That's what is appearing to me. No tears. People notice the fact that there are no tears. Also, a lot of people are noticing the fact that they're calling out the bruising around her eyes. They're saying that the bruising appears to be like something more, from maybe days prior to this incident. Now, I'm not I don't know about that because I'm not a doctor. I don't know how bruising appears on, people, not non-Black folks. I'm just going to say it like that. I don't know. But anyway, people are calling that out, saying that it seems to be something, like a black eye that she had gotten days prior, and just, just the things that they're saying, like it just looks staged and fake. That's what people are saying, let's see. Another thing that people have called out, and these are allegations, guys. None of this is fact-based at this point. These are just rumors that are circulating on the internet that that they allegedly, either the mom or the father had possibly called the store and asked if there were any cameras in the area, right? Any cameras in the parking lot, because days prior they were alleging that her car had gotten broken into. So they wanted to know if there were any surveillance cameras. Now if that is true, that sounds very suspicious to me. That sounds to me like you are trying to, before you commit a crime, trying to assess the area to see if, like how close, if I park here in proximity, could they see us doing something? Would it catch the perpetrator or something like that? It sounds like, there's a planning phase. And just to be honest, y'all probably not going to outsmart the FBI, okay? Or the investigators. Also, so we're going to go on and continue to watch what she's saying.
And I laid him on the chair. And I had his diapers right here. And then someone said, hola. And I couldn't even turn, and I don't remember nothing.
She says she was struck from behind.
I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me.
She says her child was gone.
Okay, so you can see again with her describing what happened, people are just kind of seeing that the emotion it's not giving authentic, like mothers crying, snotting. It's giving a force, like you're trying to act or show the emotion that you think people would want you to have in a situation like this, but there's a lack of tears. It just does not seem real to a lot of people. Let's keep going. Oh, and then the comment where she said somebody just said hola. Well, that to me means, I'm just gonna say it, probably not a brother, I don't know. But so just the hola, like the purpose just comes up, and then there's like discrepancies in terms of allegedly what she initially reported to the police versus what she told her family, how she was tapped on the shoulder, somebody called her, she turned around, was she punched in the face, did she get hit? There's just too many unanswered questions, and these are things that people are saying online, but apparently it sounds like the actual investigators are finding inconsistencies as well. So let's keep going.
I came back to get my phone and call 911. I ran to whole perimeter and there's nothing here. I didn't see him. I didn't see nothing. Nobody saw nothing. There's no cameras here. There's no lighting. And they should have.
Like, that's so weird for her to say there's no cameras here. There's no light. Who gives a what was it? Girl, where's my baby? All of this other stuff about you, there's no cameras here. That's what happens when people commit crimes, especially like when they planned it out. It's like you think that you're telling us, you're giving us bits of information unconsciously. You're telling us what the plan was. Oh, there's no cameras, so nobody saw nothing. Okay, we're good. They can't say we didn't do this. Who would be focusing on where the cameras are? I mean, not this early in the game anyway. The main thing would be you are so distraught, you want your baby back, period. You don't care about the cameras. You are not the detectives. You are not looking at the logistics of the story. Give me my effing kid. Where's my baby? Like, it's just weird. It's like you're trying to set the stage for how it happened and why, and just to let us know why nobody saw anything because there's no cameras. It's so suspicious, y'all. It's just, you're looking up at the camera. What?
Something.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says it got the call of a kidnapping around 7:30 Thursday night, and they are actively searching for the little boy. And as this family prays for the best, they can't help but fear the worst. So they're asking whoever has him to simply give him back.
Don't hurt him, and please feed him. Take care of him.
Please don't hurt him and protect him and just bring him back to his parents that love him.
Even the father saying, of course, don't hurt him, but please feed him. Like, I've never been in this. I don't ever want to be in this situation. So I reserve judgment to some degree, but it did sound kind of weird. But what makes it even worse is the fact that we find out now later that the dad has some criminal history, that he has injured a child before, allegedly. So, oh my God. So now all of this is looking really, really bad. So you guys, let's jump into some of the things that are being said online. So one of the things that she said that kind of struck me as weird is she said she had to change the diaper because he went to the restroom. Generally speaking, as a mother, I've been a mother of a toddler in 20 some odd years. But usually when you're talking about your baby pooping or changing the diaper, we don't use the terms, oh, he had to go, a toddler going to the restroom. So again, to me, that sounds very staged, very much like you kind of were coming up with a plan. So when you're like the FBI, when they talk, they will tell you that when people are coming up with lies, they use words that are kind of inconsistent with real events. So to say a baby went to the restroom, I mean, you could say that because you could say had to use the bathroom or something. But generally speaking, when we talk in toddler speak, from what I remember, we would say poop, potty, had to change the diaper. We wouldn't necessarily say went to the restroom. That was a red flag for me. Soundstage. Now, the investigators have noted that there have been some inconsistencies. So since they've called that out, apparently the grandmother has come forward and said that now both parents have stopped cooperating with the police and the investigators. They have legal representation. It all seems suspicious. I'm going to stop cooperating or working with the investigators when I want my effing missing child back. Are you kidding me? If I didn't do nothing, come to my house, put me under a polygraph, hook me up, give me an EKG, do whatever the you got to do. Give me a stool culture. I don't give a damn. Get my baby back. What are you talking about? It's nothing. There's no, I'm not fearful of anything because I know I'm innocent and I want my child back. So the way that they are reacting to this is leading people to think, not the right response, folks. Sounds like there's something nefarious going on here, right? So the internet sleuths are just tearing this woman apart. They're saying her crying seems staged, the bruising on the eye. Also, like I said before, calling out the camera, talking about there's no surveillance camera. Girl, please, you are not the investigator. Worry about the baby. And then again, the father's criminal past. So let's look at a quick video clip of a TikTok post talking about the father's alleged criminal past with one of his children.
People, because the story just seems off, as well as the mom and dad's interviews just seem like, to a lot of people, fake. Not to mention, someone that allegedly worked with the dad in the past has brought up some major concerns of his past relationships and how this could be correlated. Go back and watch the previous 3 videos for more details on that, but we're going to look at the details of what this dad has been allegedly charged with in the past. Now, I'm going to say allegedly because I did not find this myself, but this is from a .gov website. This is the dad's name right here, Jake Haro. And back in June of 2023, he was convicted of willful child cruelty. Now, this says it's from October of 2018, but was found guilty in 2023. He was sentenced to 180 days in the county jail. And this one says in the state prison, he was sentenced to 72 months and then probation for 48 months. If that is the case, this dad is technically still on probation if I'm thinking about this correctly. But knowing that his past charges have to do with another child, and the fact that the interviews don't quite sit right with people, bring up even more red flags in this case. On top of the police not acting in any kind of urgency as they normally would, nor has there been an Amber Alert sent out, which makes me believe the police know something that we don't.
Okay, so you can hear that where they talk about the father's prior cases and violence towards children.
I'm begging you, please.
Violence towards children. So let's look at some other stuff. So as of yesterday, there were some new developments. Now there's some rumors going around, and I'll show you clips of that. And these were posted by Homie News Inc. And I believe that's somebody who's local to the area, like Southern California. But there were some reports that there had been blood found at the home. Okay, these are allegations, not facts. And also that there was a search warrant issued last night, and they saw police going in and out of the home. And this was like last night. I guess that would have been August the 17th. So let's go take a look at that. Okay, so this was posted by Homie News Inc. and this was posted yesterday. It says authorities are intensifying their search for the missing baby from Yucaipa, with foul play still a possibility. As of 4 p.m. on August 17th, it has come to light that investigators have not yet searched the backyard, because they have a huge backyard. It's like probably in one of those unindustrial areas. Have a huge backyard of the family's home. Disturbingly, a trace of blood has been found, though it remains unclear if it belongs to the baby or the extent of it. Okay, so this is what is being reported on Homie News Inc. The authorities have not confirmed this, but this, like I said, this is a person who's more local, so they're getting information probably in news that we won't get if we're not near in that area. It says this morning, sheriff's deputies were on the scene and they are currently awaiting a new search warrant to proceed. Meanwhile, all sources of information have gone silent, adding to the community's anxiety. Like, people are really concerned. Why aren't the parents cooperating? Like, why is everything at a halt? Why are the police? Why are the parents having to get legal representation? Which, I mean, I get that, but it's adding to the suspicion, and it's adding to more people thinking that the parents know more than they're leading us to believe. The family's 2-year-old has been taken into protective custody. So that's an update. So the kid that they had, the 2-year-old, has allegedly been taken into custody. Also, another rumor that was swirling around was the fact that the mom had said that she went to go to the store the sporting goods place to get like a mouth guard for one of the kids. Well, people at the football practice allegedly said that they didn't see the baby with her. So again, not confirmed, but just things that are going around, things that are being said. So, okay, so we said that the 2-year-old has been taken into protective custody, and an independent search group has suspended their efforts. So it sounded like with internal investigations and information, people, the police and who whatever other agencies are involved are probably zeroing in on the parents. Sounds like it. It says, as we navigate this heartbreaking situation, our thoughts and prayers remain firmly with the missing child and their family. We pray for the safe return of the baby and for the comfort and strength for the family during this difficult time. So, it's like there is suspicion pointing to the parents. However, I mean, you can't really say yet what's going on. And I'm sure people are hoping that this isn't the case. We hope that the baby is found safe. Okay, so here's an update as of today. Okay, so here is another video from the Homie News Inc. And what they're saying is that the police were active around the house last night, which would have been August 17th. It says police were active this evening at the home of the 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro in Cabazon, California. 2 adults were observed with what appeared to be a copy of a search warrant. So that's where we're hearing that there was a search warrant. As you can see, they're filming, they're watching the house. So whoever is reporting this was there locally. Detectives spent over an hour entering and exiting the residence before speaking with 2 individuals believed to be the child's parents, Rebecca and Jake Haro. So, there was a lot of police activity last night. Again, one thing that we heard is that there was traces of blood. We don't know where that information is coming from, but again, this source seems to be local to the area. So it looks like the home has been searched and they are coming out with evidence. So you guys, that's what we have so far. We're going to stay on top of this. I really strongly believe that the parents know a lot more than they're saying. This really reminds me of those other 2 little guys, the 2 little brothers that were never found in California, Orrin and Orson. The parents said that the kids were abducted, but it turns out that, the bodies have never been found. However, the parents were arrested. This is kind of reminding me of that. And unfortunately, people do bad things to their children. So we are going to stay on top of this. Y'all jump in the comments and let me know if you are local to that area or if you have any information. Let us know. I'm looking on Facebook groups, getting updates and details. So if you know anything, please feel free to let us know. Again, everybody, these are allegations. We, until the authorities come out and report it, this is all speculative. But anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.